Fun fact about this Gen GT500, this Shelby, they only made automatics. And we just seem to keep on getting them in.
That you'll do.
Oh my gosh! Oh, This is a 2021 Mustang GT500. It's not a BMW. It's far from it. It's really, really far from it. This third gen GT500 was made between 20 and 22, so a 3-year run. This guy is a 21 with only 10,000 miles on it. It's on consignment here at our store. Fun fact about this Gen GT500, this Shelby, they only made automatics. So these guys came with the Tremec 7-speed dual clutch. You could not get them in manual. I haven't driven this yet, but something tells me that I'm gonna miss the manual, but holy, this is insane. So you have underneath the hood just over 700 screaming bald eagles of power from a 5.2 liter V8, hand-built, as it says on the block here, hand-built with pride. Not with disdain, but with pride. But it's a 5.2 liter Predator V8. It's a supercharged engine. Well over 600 pounds of torque, well over 700 horsepower. It's as American as a fried stick of butter at the state fair. Yeah! It literally doesn't get any more American than this. This is insane. Wild, absolutely wild car. It's also the most track-focused Mustang I've ever seen. When I was a kid and back in middle school and high school, the first gen GT500s come out, the first Cobras are coming out. Those cars, for lack of a better word, did one thing, they went straight. This though, since I've gotten to know it over the past few days, it is definitely much more of a track-focused car. Between the brake setup, the Brembo 6 pistons up front, which are almost the size of my Jeep, they're massive. You have a magnerized suspension similar to the GT350. So a lot of the pieces from that GT350 that came before this, they carried over, but a lot has changed too. Absolutely incredible car. And really, it's a ton of value for the money, right? So you're looking at supercar performance levels, right? On paper, you've got a sub 4 seconds 0 to 60. You've got over 700 horsepower, 600 pounds of torque, Recaro buckets, magnetic ride suspension and dampening for under 100 grand. So this sticker was 82, I think it was 90 new with total specs and options. I mean, that's the same performance as some of your McLarens, some of your Ferraris. And let's face it, if you go online right now to Porsche and spec out a base 911, you're 60, 70, 80K more into the hole in this. A lot of value for the money. Again, it's as American as a freaking fried Twinkie at the state fair. But it is awesome, Jay. It is so cool. Got these neat hood latch buttons on the top. Really cool, really neat. I love it. I'm enjoying it more and more. Now that we've got it detailed up. Fun fact, they made a code red version. Didn't know this. They made a code red version of this. I think it was the final year. They only made, 3 years. They only made 10 units a year, less than 2 dozen. And it was a twin turbo format. So instead of a supercharger on top, it's a twin turbo. And I read that the supercharger alone takes almost 100 horsepower just to turn. It's freaking insane. And it looks dang good too. Let's jump on the inside. All right, so on the inside here, it's outfitted pretty well for a Mustang. You have an Alcantara suede steering wheel, definitely feels special. You have a digital LED gauge cluster, which you can go through different maps, and Jay, you'll do this on B-roll, but you can go through different settings, sport, track. Pretty cool.
I feel so American. Somebody call Trump right now.
You can have different style RPM and TAC, gauge display layouts, all that. You got a nice valve suspension switch there. You've got an oil pressure and an oil temp gauge. It just throws me for a spin because there's not a third pedal in here. And this is the shift selector to put it in out of park. It's different. Nice little GT500 special badging up here, some carbon fiber trim, and of course some really nice Recaro buckets. It's a lot of car for the money. Here's the sticker. Oh, in case you cared and you got tired of listening to that amazing V8, it does have a B&O, a Bang & Olufsen. Hope I'm saying that right. Olufsen? Never could say it right. Comment below, how do you say B&O? Anyway, it has a premium upgraded sound system in it, close to $7,000 worth of add-ons on here, but it's wild. It's pretty impressive. Total MSRP, 83 grand. And it gets about 14 combined city and highway. I was reading on the forums over the weekend that some of the owners on track days were getting as low as 5 or even lower miles a gallon. Yeah. It's so crazy. Still have some of the delivery info, so how to properly tow the GT500 to the store from the port. It's also still got the passenger warning tag, and the previous owner had a protector on the steering wheel, so that Alcantara has never been touched except for the first few miles from delivery to the dealer. So really cool car. I'm excited to sell this one. It's wild. It's like, it reminds me of GTR, came out 08, 09, GTR
the
tips.
Trumpets.
Yeah, these massive trumpets that when you polish them, they look really good.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that thing, it looks like you could swallow a baby's head.
All the fun stuff, John.
I know, man.
Dude, E93, V8, Glory, what are we doing here?
Connecting rod bearings. Yeah, I can see the old ones right here.
Oh.
These are the rod, or the connecting rod side, and then the one under it's the cap side.
So just replacing them, basic maintenance, or?
These are known for failure, so people like to do them as preventative maintenance.
Overall, I mean, how do they look?
I don't think they're that bad. I've seen a lot worse. I mean, they're definitely worn. Like, I definitely do them, but I've seen way worse. There's no, at least there's no copper shown yet, so that's a plus.
Good. But how many miles this guy?
I think this one's around 90 or 80.
Okay.
So
Not well over 100.
No, but I think this is like the ballpark of when they start to go.
Okay.
When they start to go bad.
See, that's what we do at Atlas. Yes, sir.
But now I'm just going back together, so hopefully we can get this thing out today.
Yeah, how long altogether on something? 2 days?
Does it take me?
Yeah.
Oh, a day. A solid day.
Yes, sir. It take me 2 years. I'll take everything apart.
What bolt goes where, Jay?
I'll take everything apart. I'll put it on the floor, put a little piece of cardboard next to it, write down where I got it from. Probably film how I did it. And then now
Walk by.
Yeah, then the kids will walk by.
Kids will walk by, yep.
Walk by, steal the bolt.
Now everything's just ruined. And then I'm calling Atlas. Like, guys, I need you to come fix all this. I'm gonna bring all the parts separately. Yeah, you don't have to tow it. You're right. You're right about that right there.
What's that, Jay?
Oh no, Sean heard me. I was talking crap and he came out. I told Sean, go find a gym. Hold on, what's going on here? We got a party. Hey, Dan's getting freaky over there.
Last time you guys checked in, we had a bunch of S65 M3s. Most of them have now sold, and we just seem to keep on getting them in.
That you do.
So we got a 13 E93 black on black and red interior DCT with 99,000 miles, just at the cusp of 100,000 miles. This guy we sold a few years ago to a longtime customer of ours, Mr. Sam, AKA Starbucks' #1 customer. But Sam asked us to sell this for him on consignment. He's shaking things up a bit. Later on in the year, he's gonna be hopping into a supercar. So this is sort of a stepping stone, if you will. But he's put better part of almost 30,000 miles on this car during his ownership, mostly driving to and from the airport and also when he's not flying, having fun on the weekends. So really well-kept example. Again, just as 99,000 miles, we tackled valve cover gaskets, throttle actuators, some other items throughout its tenure, brand new brakes, tires were recently installed, really, really well cared for example. Sub 30K E93 DCT. It's convertible season. And if you guys are looking for a really clean final year, 2013 final year M3, this is it. All right, used car buying tips. If you're looking at buying a used car, make sure you grab yourself a tread depth measurement tool. So there's many different ones. You can even buy a pack of 10 on Amazon for cheap. But check out the tires on the car you're looking at. So you want to look at the day codes, you want to make sure they're the right size, you want to see if they have any aging, like cracking or drying on the side, but you also just want to look at the tread depth and how much life of the tire you have left. Just like my hair, I'm going to need a haircut soon, and just like this car, these tires will need to be replaced soon. And and it is not a new car, let's face it, right? But if you can check out the tire and make sure, you know, you got about a year or two left, it could save you a $1,500, $2,000 bill in the near future. So what I'll do is I'll take this tread depth measurement tool and measure the center tread. This one's lying about 4/32, so it's got a decent amount of life. This gauge will tell us how much life it's got. So these guys are a little thin, but typically new tires between 10 and 13/32 is a new tire. Anything below that, you get about 50, 60, 70% life. Anything around 2 to 3/32 and you're below the wear bar, you're gonna need a new tire soon. So when you're looking at buying a used car, check out all the tires, see if they're mismatched, see if they're high quality, if they're dry rotted, but also check out the tread depth. It's an easy way to find out if you've got an expensive bill coming up soon. You guys have seen the past couple of videos, we have two E39 M5s that have been sitting here, and a lot of people have been asking, what's the story? So for the past year, we've been slowly getting these guys ready, whether it be mechanical reconditioning or interior reconditioning, but slowly but surely, and very soon, in the next couple weeks, these guys are gonna be listed. This one over here is a 2000 E39 M5 black on caramel, one previous owner, and 79,000 miles. Black, caramel, tons of work, close to, I'm gonna say somewhere in the teens worth of mechanical reconditioning we've done on this car. We did a full leather interior re-dye and some other pieces, brand new tires. We're getting ready to refinish the wheels from a different company locally. So this guy is gonna be available soon. Price tag's probably gonna be right around the $40,000 mark. If you guys are looking for an E39 M5 and this might click the ticket, I'm happy to send you more videos, I'm happy to send you more photos, but get your name on the list because once these two go live, they're gonna go quick. Man, I love the way when you unlock an E39, just like an E46 when you close it, when you unlock an E39, it sounds like a dang bank vault. You get that click, the stem comes up. I heard that. So BMW just doesn't make them like they used to. So this one, number 2, Mr. Blue, full repaint, almost $20,000 to repaint the whole thing professionally. You have blue on Le Mans Blue rather. This one's a 2002. With right at 119. Sean's been putting some miles on this guy. Really nice car overall. Outside of all the cosmetic work, Sean, as you know, he went through this thing top to bottom. Clutch, O2 sensors, cooling system components, power steering, just like the black one. Vanos and chains, well over 70 hours worth of labor there. So Vanos, chains, guides, clutch, everything on this guy. Not only does it look just as good as a 79,000 mile car, but it drives just as good. This guy's gonna be a high 30 mark. I think we were thinking 37 or 38 when it's ready. But that's just a little info on these two E39 M5s that you guys have been asking about. Put your hat in the ring. If either blue or black works for you, let's talk.
Hey everybody, Dan Atlas. I want to show you a cool addition we just made to our website. Go to our inventory. You'll see now we have Monroney labels, window stickers, as standard for every car on there. So you pull up that E93 M3, the 6-speed convertible we have on the lot. You can see it shows all of our options right on the side over here. Shows the standard options, fuel economy, everything. It's killer. It's just another easy way for you to know exactly what car you're getting and for us to help market them a little bit better and know what we're talking about too. So yeah, just thought I'd show you that real quick.